God loves you, Virgo. August is the month of the angelic frequencies of the gemstone Peridot. Your birthstone is Sapphire, Virgo, so what we need to do is see how these two gemstones resonate with each other. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to learn how to contact me, please visit my website at www.readingsbyrosemary.com, where we provide you with all the information necessary on how you can obtain one of our spiritual consultations, psychic astrology, Rosicrucian Kabbalah, as well as classes and upcoming seminars, and everything from Merkaba to practical to ceremonial magic. Astrology Angel Magic and Star Angel Magic is something that we developed. Also, we have classes in how you can learn how to read tarot cards or rune stones. The tarot cards are based on Kabbalah, the science of Kabbalah. And the Kabbalah is the pictorial, or the spirit of the tarot cards are the pictorial format of Kabbalah, where the Bible, the Torah, the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Bible are the letter of the law, the written law. But that's why Torah and tarot sound similar and have a little bit of a similar spelling. There is a similarity there. Again, because the tarot cards are a pictorial representation of Kabbalah, and the other is the letter of the law. Now, August gemstone of Peridot has the light emanations of the astrology archangel Virgo. And your Zodiac gemstone of Sapphire has the properties of light bestowed by the Zodiac archangel Hamaliel. Stay right here as we give you the gemstones particular to your ruling planet of Mercury, Virgo. Emerald, fluorite, moss agate, and sodalite are the precious stones used to guide and align oneself with the energies of the planetary angel Raphael, who was assigned to the planet Mercury in the science of Kabbalah, who is also the archangel of the east, ruling over the warm, moist winds that originate from easterly compass directions. He is the divine physician, corresponding to the Greek god Hermes Trismegistus and the Egyptian god Thoth, thereby being the Roman god Mercury, applying logical justification as well as really quite a bit of logic and reason to his familiar levels of bestowal. He also has properties of healing, and he brings resourcefulness and ingenuity, so be very mindful of your own intentions and your own potency when utilizing these very powerful gemstones in unison with each other. The planetary angel Raphael is assigned to the planet Mercury in Kabbalah. The Zohar states, the first day of the creation is the synthesis of all the other days, for as there is really no separate fractional moment in time, they only form part of the whole. It is written, God said, let there be light, meaning angelic beings who are emanations from the light on high that shines forth on the world below, and were created on the first day and took up their positions on the right hand of the Holy One. Again, that's from the Zohar. Also found in the Zohar, the fact is that the angel Raphael, who was appointed to heal the earth of its evil and affliction and the maladies of mankind, was created on the second day. Again, from the Zohar. Now, Mercury is known as the attribute of God the winged messenger, found in Acts 14:12. That's chapter 14, verse 12. In the Dewey Rames Bible translation, we read, and they called Barnabas Jupiter, but Paul Mercury, because he was chief speaker. So you see how the angels and the saints are all associated with ancient gods and goddesses of different cultures. Their characteristics from different cultures and different languages. So there's no need to fight. There's only a need to learn. And when one learns, one understands, and then peace comes to humankind when we begin to understand each other. What happened when our languages were confounded, and when we begin to understand each other's languages again, or at least begin to understand that it's the same basic principle, then this confusion that happened at the Tower of Babel will be put right, and humans will be able to once again try to attain semblance of form with the Creator. Mercury is known as the attribute of God the Winged Messenger, or again, the Divine Physician that holds the caduceus of Hermes. Again, that's Hermes Trismegistus. Your Earth Guardian Archangel, Uriel, speaks to you from your Virgo Astrology Archangel, who is Hamaliel. Now, Uriel is the Earth Angel who resides over all the Earth signs. And you're an Earth sign, you're mutable Earth, so Virgo, this is the Archangel who resides in the north and presides over the cold, dry winds of the north. That's, again, the Earth Angel Uriel, a very important Archangel. And again, he's the guardian angel where Hamaliel is the teaching angel. For Virgo, the Zodiac angel or astrology archangel, Hamaliel. Now, this is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Virgo Zodiac angel, Hamaliel, who resides over the Virgin's mutable earth nature. And these are his messages for you in the areas of love, money, and health. First, we're going to look at your love, rapture, and romance transmission. Love, rapture, and romance transmission. And remember, August is all about fifth house attributes, natural fifth house, and August is all about sort of those natural Leonine type energies. And that all has to do with what? It has to do with the heart. It's all about the heart in August. Now, the yellow-green angelic light frequencies of Hamaliel combined with comforting, healing qualities shimmering towards extravagant, deeply thoughtful, internal and external healing remedies pulsate gemstone rays of light from that heart, alluring to the eye from the gemstone of Peridot, stimulating your romantic aspirations through happy blessings bestowed from August's solar angelic realms in the course of this birthstone's luxurious as well as therapeutic and talented attributes. Magical energies of an accurate permutation of Zodiac Angel Virtuo's natural fifth house attributes, in addition to your own Virgo energies, bestows to you a great cornucopia filled to the brim, realizing new possibilities as well as the very extravagant and bright future portents, the augurs of a great future which you can really begin to look forward to. Brilliant methods of attainment are the purview of the traditional zodiac sign of Leo for the objective for charming and very attention-grabbing and enlightening, also very, very accommodating shimmerings of exact light that fills the heart with an ambiance of created radiance, motivationally therapeutic to both body and soul, allowing fresh dreams initiating forth from a gem which gives alluring capabilities for the owner of such a gemstone through attraction of crown chakra qualities as well as third eye, heart chakra, and solar plexus chakra attributes, thus generating abundant delight throughout regeneration of personal spirit guides, affording knowledge from clear vision during various ultradimensional and interdimensional communicates, which are made lucid, even intradimensional, through complementary relationships within solar crown chakra, pineal gland attributes, as well as third eye or sixth chakra, pituitary, and the pituitary functions and the pituitary consciousness. Now, this is a representation of one representation from more of a chakra system that is more Eastern, more from what we consider to be Eastern in its representation. It shows the auric fields and it shows the chakras. You can see the chakras in the center of the body there. And the chakras are also on a color scale, the 7 chakras of the body. Now, this really is something that is also found in the more Western Kabbalah, Rosicrucian Kabbalah. This is a book by Dion Fortune, and it's the Mystical Kabbalah, spelled with a Q, sometimes spelled with a Q, sometimes with a C, sometimes with a K, and there's 2 B's sometimes one, and sometimes an H or not an H, but it's still the word Kabbalah. And this is, again, by Dion Fortune, the Mystical Kabbalah. We in our order and I myself just cannot live without this book. It's just the best. And this is a picture of the more Rosicrucian or Western traditional Kabbalah with Keter, crown chakra on the top. And you see, it's different from the more Eastern system in that not only does it have a middle pillar, but it has a right and left pillar as well, which sort of one has to traverse. It's like a lightning bolt. So it's all very interesting, and it's laid out just like the Catholic Church is laid out. You've got the three supernals up here. You've got a gate where the priest and the altar are, and then out here you have the other aspects. Now there's a cross, and it's the solar logo 666, a cross, a crucifixion. You have Jesus here, a reflection of the Father, and what you have is that's the heart and solar plexus chakras, and the solar logo 666, which is the variant representation of the sun, and the heart is the 666. That's a representation of the heart. Now, again, that's here. Now, over here, we're going to get some better diagrams for you very soon. We'll have some bigger diagrams on an easel so you can see this better, so we can teach Kabbalah a little bit better. We have over here, we have the male reproductive organ, Chokhmah, and over here we have the female reproductive organ, in Binah, and on top here again we have Keter, the crown chakra. So understand that when you walk in a Catholic church and you see Mary over here, and you see a male saint over here, and you see Christ on the cross in the center, what you're looking at is you're looking at a representation of the Kabbalah, the Western Rosicrucian style Kabbalah. It's not idolatry. Idolatry is, according to Kabbalah, any time you think anything or anyone is in control other than Creator God. If you think that there's any other actor, according to Kabbalists in places like the Kabbalah Center and places like Kabbalah Info with Dr. Michael Lightman and Billy Phillips at the Kabbalah Center and Rav Berg, if you think there's any other actor other than a right and left hand of God, with the good and the bad and the angel and the devil and Christ and Satan and Hasatan and the spirit and the and the body, if you think there's anything else, that's idolatry. Idolatry is not somebody being good at artwork or being good at making statues to represent all the beautiful things of God. Now, one can talk about graven images, but again, even writing is a graven image. So one can banter these things about. But, the fall was indeed a fortunate fall. It had to happen, or we could not be conscious. So why did we fall? Just to go back up. What's the point? Why didn't we just stay up there in the first place? They say, because we sinned and now we've got to crawl back up. But why would God let that happen? God let that happen because if we had not fallen and had not experienced any kind of pain or need, then we would not be conscious. Because people are not conscious unless there's a little bit of discomfort or need. So that's the reason. You wouldn't have been able to enjoy heaven if you didn't have to go through all of this. And I once had remarked a long time ago that I didn't, understand how God could be all-powerful. The old adage, if He creates, can God create a rock too heavy for Him to lift? Because either way, if he can't lift it, He's not all-powerful. And if He can't create something that's too heavy for Him to lift, He's not all-powerful. But the answer is, when you think about it and you listen to many Christian apologists, the answer is sort of, they say that they use time, and that's where time comes in, where he's able to. I heard it when I was in philosophy class at Biola College many moons ago. I can't remember the name of the professor, but at Biola College, Biblical Institute of Los Angeles, the philosophy professor said, but God creates a rock too big for Him to lift, and then He lifts it. Or, I was thinking today as I was musing about this, that perhaps it might be that God makes a rock too heavy to lift, and then creates a creature or a machine to lift it for Him. Something like that. So, there's all, it's all, again, justify the Creator. Always justify the Creator. Always justify Creator God, and all will be right with you. Now, regarding this now heart chakra, again, the heart chakra is found here. This is the solar plexus and the heart, so it's in this Sephiroth. So the heart chakra is again what it's all about in August, and the heart chakra is sort of a very lion heart strength through compassion and solar plexus qualities of ego health. You've got to have a healthy ego to activate Sephiroth of solar potency within Keter, thus reflecting lunar power through Yesod, activating Venusian beauty and desire, Netzach, and even the passion of martial Gebura. And these will offer sources of dimensional currents of enchantment for romance magic, which is effective when influencing through the solar qualities of really self-assurance and confidence and poise expressed in goddesses or gods within the Sephiroth Tiferet, being Fortuna Lucifera, Apollo, Mithra, and Archangel Michael, when these are included in performance of ritual ceremonial magic. And, well, again, we're going to get some better representations for you next time. I'll just get an easel and I'll draw it for you. Even though I have stick figures that I could draw, I've learned to draw a little better, but I'll do the best I can to make better representations for you. But it's Keter, and then it goes to Chochmah, and then to Benah on this side, and then we have Gebura and Chesed over here, and then Tiferet, and then we have also Hod and Netzach. It goes Netzach, Hod, and then Yesod, and then Malkuth on the bottom here. Excuse me. So that's how. And again, those are Hebrew words, and they are qualities of God. One can say that these are different gods, different Hebrew gods, or one can say that they're different aspects of the one God. You can say that about any mythological representation or pantheon of gods. But it's the way creation is set up. Now, going to Hamaliel's money and wealth transmission, again with help of the mighty Archangel of Earth, who is Uriel. Generosity. Remember, Michael is for the solar aspect of August, okay, for the fifth house Leonine aspect. But for you specifically, Virgo, it is Hamaliel, your zodiac angel, and Uriel, your earth angel, because you're an earth sign, you're mutable earth. Now, generosity is the name of the game. When the sun sends out his giving and glowing and bestowal and all those radiant sunbeams to fill the air with copious production of health gotten from work well done. And it's really due to, quite frankly, personal pride being an all-important factor. And just understand that personal pride and confidence and poise are not the same thing as false pride and arrogance, because when you're arrogant and you have false pride, you're not confident, you don't have poise, because you're trying to push and prove. And we've all gone through that. So when we're more poised and more relaxed and more confident, there's just an element of humbleness there, but it's confidence because you've done what? You've done your homework, you've done your work, you've prepared, and you've got good intentions, and then you know that you can present yourself to God or your audience, or to whoever your clients or at work, whatever you're doing, you can create whatever, and you can do a good job, and you can feel personal pride. Now, clients and customers understand that their well-being is at the heart of any action when soul transits through fifth house frequencies, where Archangel Michael and Zodiac Angel Virtual oversee activity, bringing light into even the darkest corners of God's great universe. Now, this is another book. If you want to learn about how to do money magic, get The Golden Dawn. It's a thick book, and this is as revealed by Israel Regarde. It's from the Llewellyn's Golden Dawn series. It's by Llewellyn, The Golden Dawn. Now, this is a book that in the order I was in, and so I was in several orders. I had to pretty much memorize and take tests on all this. And I have a lot of copies of this paperback, and I have the big doorstop. I have a big doorstop hardback cover. They call it the doorstop copy. And that's very significant magic. Again, that's Golden Dawn style or Rosicrucian style with, Gnostic hints of, that kind of magic. Clients and customers are going to understand that their well-being is at the heart of any action when soul transits through these fifth house frequencies. Again, this is where you can find Archangel Michael and Zodiac Angel Virchiel bringing great light, create the light of Creator into every aspect of the universe. There's a tree of life, there's the Klipot below where the dark energies reside, but even they are lightened and enlightened and lit up and brought to a higher form of creation and brought into illumination and into enlightenment, just surely by just having their vessels filled with the radiance and the love of Creator's light. Because when there's enough love, even severe hatred and all the other sins, like lust and envy and all these sins are when love and light fill, true love and true light, truly meant and truly abundant, fill any vessel, then the vessel is transformed. And it transformed into being able to experience pleasure and delight. Now, everybody has different vessels, and everybody has different ways they experience pleasure and delight in what Creator intended them to be. But the goal is to attain everyone's vessel. And this is taught by many Kabbalists. There's one great artist, Orna Ben Shoshan, who teaches Kabbalah and is a great artist and has made wonderful cards called the 72 Names and many other cards from her artwork. And she expresses that everyone needs to attain everyone else's vessels. This is taught by many important Kabbalists. Now, regarding the indulgence of money and financial success, you're going to begin to learn that what must be done to attain the financial freedom which one desires is going to be able to be found during the kind of successful attributes of August. And you want to, if you have a Lemurian crystal like this one, you're going to want to charge it during August. It's great to charge your Lemurian crystals during August. And money injections are great for new upstarts, and they become significant for people who gain deep insight into what others agree to purchase and what makes other people sort of accommodate and agree and say, okay, they're going to purchase a good or service. And a great enjoyment of these products, really. And a great enjoyment of helping others, really, and providing for their needs brings on a sunny disposition and financial transactions produced from intentions which truly start out as sincere as well as friendly. This is the season for tending to children and creative projects or even the artistic work of one's progeny. Art, music, works of writing, fiction or nonfiction are valued during fifth house considerations of the natural zodiac house of Leo the Lion, with strong solar willpower, making one capable of evoking help from mighty archangelic realms, keeping everyone protected and very cared for. Connecting to one's personal money nymph in the Kabbalistic Sephiroth of Jupiterian Chesed and Venusian Netzach, which are important Sephiroth for income creation and money magic techniques, being overflowing sources of cash from where economic health is cultivated via connections of fun, gratifying, and sensible occupations through opulence. Any such type of magic allows for riches to pour forth from inner oceans of light from one's authentic inner happiness, which is then given freely to others by participating in trade with sunny dispositions, bringing a happy countenance which is formed from similitude with Creator God. Laugh and the world laughs with you, and that's in the world of Asai, having the throne of Malka, the bride of the king, creating his kingdom in Malkuth, begotten from proper craftsmanship of amulets made with formidable talent and precision, way beyond the understanding of most, and bound by etheric plane tapestries responsible for granting earthly necessities and treasures, who are the agreeable magical elementals upon which all magicians and adepts must rely. Wizards and wizardresses often invoke into their being or invoke into created sacred spaces or magical circles the frequencies of the Sephirah Binah, where Saturnine emanations are assigned in Kabbalah to attributes such as hermetically sealing great power, which produces extraordinary celebratory events or venues for entertainment. Calm and confidence wins every occasion. Throughout cosmological evolutions where combining emerald, moss agate, or sapphire with peridot unites astrology archangelic forces known to Hamaliel and Virtual to tempt investors through utter charm and the theaters of large commercial properties, celebrations, weddings, funerals, as well as various religious events. And vim and vigor are extremely important if one wishes to bring a high order of magnitude to any long-term goal where power must be sustainable. Power is generated when the sun is transiting through natural fifth house attributes, granting an essential sense of good judgment for the purpose of affording one his or her own self-confidence, trust in self, and relaxed assurance through indicating a good amount of intelligence, thus causing admirable amounts of favorable fortune when considering a bright future for children and creativity expressed in original ways. Honored and approved from God's hand, found in divine providence, is bestowed from the monad of the adept's God self, bestowed from within, seeing that self and not self are actually the same thing, allowing flow in all directions conducted by her or his personal holy guardian angel. Illumination is produced from self-realization, creating a technique of money magic congruent with one's own visualization of loving kindness done for the good and the good of all and the goodness of the entire creation. Healthy financial habits provide one with ownership as well as granting one leadership positions. It's all about leadership with the leonine qualities, those natural fifth house qualities. In August. Now watch this. Let's look at Proverbs chapter 22 verse 7 of the Webster Bible translation. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. The crown chakra, third eye, or sixth chakra, heart, and solar plexus chakras are very invigorated and bathed in white light and harmonized during this time, predominantly when awe-inspiring environments and original creativity are the goal sought, with August Gemstone providing a fortuitous and goodly portion of monetary occasions through which one may now blossom. Hamaliel's wealth and fitness transmission, again with help of the mighty archangel Uriel, again that great earth angel who rules over the cold, dry winds of the north, that guardian of the northern watchtower. Hamaliel's health and fitness transmission, the all-important subject of health, finds great success in goals and plans realized during this astrological progression of the sun through the natural fifth house of children and creativity in August, possessing a convergence of arrays through the balancing of the crown chakra, third eye, or sixth chakra, heart, and solar plexus chakras. Crown, or seventh chakra, is analogous to the supernal Sephirah being Kether, involving the pineal gland. Seventh chakra is analogous to the top supernal Sephirah being Kether, involving the pineal gland. In our order, we teach that the pineal is in the seventh chakra and the pituitary in the sixth or the third eye, no, hence the name pineal, but we hold that because of anatomical and functional attributes that the pineal is actually found in the seventh chakra and the pituitary in the sixth. And we invite respectful, intelligent, and calm debate about this. But again, let's keep it clean and keep it intelligent, respectful, and as long as there's intelligence, it's good to have these kind of debates. Now, crown or seventh chakra is analogous to the top supernal Sephirah being Kether, involving the pineal gland. Again, that's the top of the tree of life, the top chakra. Scanning third eye or sixth chakra, hormone-producing organs such as the pituitary gland finds expression in the lower supernal Sephirah of Chokhmah and Binah, granting intelligence and understanding respectively. Kabbalah teaches us that men are given an extra amount of intelligence in Chokhmah, and that's that represented by the male organ in Kabbalah, while females and women are given more opulent amounts of understanding in the Sefer Binah, which means understanding, which explains why the two genders differ in their behavior. Again, it's represented by a seashell in Kabbalah, or in the Catholic Church it's represented by Mary statues. Yeah? All right. Now, keep in mind that also astrological signs possess both masculine and feminine qualities, affording individual persons more or less abundant portions of these two attributes, which result in nature's great balance. Heart chakra qualities involve the heart and the back, as well as the thoracic spine. It's all about the heart, and it's the fourth chakra, but the fifth house in August, and it's all about the thoracic spine. When soul transits natural fifth house frequencies, it's the muscles of the back and that middle back portion. Solar plexus chakra activation occurs during this progression, which involves the Sapphire of Tiferet, which includes the soul of the heart and the ego of the solar plexus chakras. Vital knowledge of one's true personal soul requirements assures proper adherence to biological law, giving rise to efficient and correct cellular task functioning towards vigorous health. Remember that with the Sephirot of Keter denoting crown chakra energetic fields, Chokhmah and Binah associating with third eye or sixth chakra frequencies, as well as the heart and solar plexus chakras located in the Sephir of Tiferet, a great soothing, harmonizing, and healing occurring during August, when one imprints one's personal morphogenic field with intentions towards healing brought into reality through holding fast to universal laws. Divine unsubstantial qualities are transformed into divine substantial traits, making certain we are very mindful of our vocabulary, feelings, and dealings or activities, because when you get to God's throne room, you will find that the face of God Almighty is your own face. That's your judge, yourself. Strength, power, and confidence allows for fulfillment of plans during August, enlivening the crown or seventh chakra, third eye, or sixth chakra, heart, and solar plexus chakras. Zodiacal and angelic currents generate from the branch and the root of the Kabbalistic tree, focusing upon what actually will make you both happy as well as successful, based upon what Creator God originally had in mind when He formed your eternal soul. Follow this now in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 7 to 8 in the New Heart English Bible. It's in public domain. That's why it's often good to use. Do not be wise in your own eyes. It states, fear the Lord and depart from evil. It will be health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Again, that's the New Heart English Bible. It's a Bible that's in public domain. Now, organs of the head, chest, and solar plexus found in 7th, 4th, and 3rd chakra vortex centers are often overheated and thus overstimulated by overzealous or undisciplined practitioners of either modern science, yoga, or hermetic arts, which all stem from mankind's desire to improve himself spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, and physically. Balance and moderation in all things is a cliche. Nonetheless, it's one which gives great sturdiness and health to one's constitution. Laughter is a must during August, and the I Ching method of chakra healing this portion of the year is significant for chakras of the head, chest, and upper abdominal energy centers, becoming principally enlivened when cleansing, soothing, and balancing natural fifth house attributes, since August's zodiac sign of Leo's ruling planet, the sun, which is concerned with the pineal gland and heart, the thoracic spine, and muscles of the middle back, as well as chakras and organs such as the heart and circulatory system, while the sign Leo itself associates with the heart, that circulatory system, the chest, or fourth chakra, fifth house, to provide life blood to the flesh, as well as a mechanical pump with which to circulate the sanguine nourishment to oxygenate the entire physical body and the body of light through the quality of compassionate bestowal and willpower expressed in 10 Kabbalistic Sephirotic dimensions. Incorporation of the entire range of energetic frequencies of emerald or moss agate for Mercury, sapphire for Virgo, and peridot for Leo brings poise as well as self-assurance during August, causing you to become ever more capable of setting into motion all your well-thought-through plans. Others will be attracted to your compassion and your loyalty during this cosmological transit, bringing new and exciting opportunities, lavish environments, as well as richly rewarding your generosity and emotional intelligence, that intelligence of the heart, that intellectus sinus, where natural fifth house attributes of children, creativity, and creative projects are activated and emphasized using August gemstones as well as those corresponding to the planet soul, better known as the sun. Your crown or seventh chakra, third eye or sixth chakra, chest and solar plexus chakras are measured to be of celestial magnitude throughout natural fifth house solar transits for the function of establishing rich treasures in physical realm sensations as well as in emotional and causal bodies, enabling you towards lucid voluntary command of your body of light. Christ demonstrated his body of light in Matthew chapter 17 verse 2 in the Webster's Bible translation, and he was transfigured before them, and his face shone as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light. Astrocartographic arrangements currently as well as at birth must be revealed if a holistic style of unveiling one's inner nature is truly desired. A disclaimer is in order here. High magic should be used with all mindfulness since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Remember to chant your divine tone of eye analyzer throughout the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of analyzing, and be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Virgo. Information found in this document is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again.